Hey everybody, Rob Anderson, Clean Power Wash, Salisbury, Maryland. Doing this video, I know I've done a couple others previously about um, starting your own business and kind of like the initial things to worry about and kind of your initial necessities. I'm going to use particularly a recent post. Probably when you're watching this, it won't be recent anymore, but whatever. Um, there's all kinds of things that you can get wrapped up in your business name and shiny equipment and wraps and this and that and you know hot water pressure washers, which seriously, no, no, not when you're starting a company from scratch. um, my 2 cents, number one, you got to figure out where you're going to get money from. No sense buying anything until you got something that's going to bring in money. um, you know Worst case scenario, go rent a machine for a weekend or two, or actually, yeah, do a 2 week rental. You know, the rental equipment center is going to provide you with a machine that's going to be okay. Hopefully, it'll have something that you can use to spray soaps onto the house, um, and see if after it. And actually, sorry, go ahead and line up a couple of jobs first, even if it's just for friends and neighbors or whatever. Do those jobs, and then put that money back into the business, or realize that you don't want to do this and go do something else. um, Beyond that, I mean, the biggest things that I would say, I wish I had done differently from the beginning. um, Find a 4 gallon a minute or 5.5. If you can find a 5.5 that's used, that's going to be better than a 4 gallon a minute that's brand new. Just my 2 cents on it. The goal here is to make money quickly and then be able to upgrade. Get 100 feet of hose. You don't need a hose reel to start off with. That's extra money. You don't have a business really going on yet. Um, you need a downstream injector so you can apply soaps and not be cleaning with pressure. You need some good detergents, and you need some tips. Um, 5 gallon bucket, which I wouldn't really call that a business investment. That's just looking around your house for a 5 gallon bucket or a gallon jug. Um, as far as trailers and trucks, wraps, the next biggest thing is going to be, how are customers going to find you? You know, Create a, get a business magnet, put it on your vehicle, drive around town, get some business cards. Um, you know, you really, I mean, this day and age, you don't have to get a website from the beginning. Get a Facebook page. When you're first starting out, you're not going to really be hired by a whole bunch of complete and total strangers. You're more likely to get hired by your friends and family, and neighbors and things initially, and that's what you want. I mean, you'll have a little bit of a learning curve. Watch as many of the videos as you can. Um, as far as let's see what else here. Again, your business name. You don't need a business name to start off. I've changed the company name 3 times. Um, it really doesn't matter. You can call it Rob's Power Wash or whatever initially. Um, I wouldn't bother with incorporating. Certainly, yes, you do want to get insurance. I know this may be controversial, but at the same time, go do a week's worth of power washing and then figure out, again, if you're going to stick around, there's no sense in paying a year's premium if you might fizzle out or might just realize quickly that it's not worth it. By all means, get insured once you're fully committed to this. Incorporating, same thing. That's great if you get to a certain point. But if you're doing it on the weekends, incorporation really isn't necessary. You can get a DBA, trade name registration. I'm in Maryland. It costs, it's either like 25 or 40 bucks or something dirt cheap. Then get your website going. Get lawn signs are great. Um, and then I originally I had a Dodge Neon that I ran my business out of for a little bit, and I had a Hyundai Santa Fe, and then I had one of those little cooler racks that you put on the back of your vehicle, so I could have my hose, my gasoline, and the pressure washer on the back of it, which was great until I took a turn once and pressure washer fell off, and it still worked. Just not that great after that. A pickup truck or something to be able to tow your equipment's great. You do not buy new. Seriously, don't buy new. If you've got a truck, that's great. That makes this a lot easier. If you got an SUV, you can find a cheap little trailer. I'd recommend finding something with a wood bed instead of a metal bed, just because if you're using bleach or just chemicals in general, you're going to eat through that metal floor pretty quickly. Again, if you're starting out, and unless you also have prior experience and sizable, amount of cash, just understand that you want to buy what you can afford that will be functional. It does not have to be great. It's not something that, hopefully in a year or two that you're even using anymore. As you grow, as you do more jobs, then things like hose reels, getting a buffer tank. I mean, initially you're probably going to have a direct drive machine anyway, so it's not going to matter if you have a buffer tank either. Getting bigger chem tanks, finding ways to get bulk mix or bulk SH. Get to an industry event. That's also going to be a great thing, and most of the organizations have some form of a free membership, or will let you come to an event for free, or something. I mean, it's going to be relatively low on cost there. As far as software or anything else, I mean, shoot, that's awesome if you want to start off with it, but it's an unnecessary expense early on. You don't have hundreds or thousands of customers to manage. You've got 20 or 50 or 100 if you had a decent start. Sorry, contacts bother me. Going a little bit longer than I was really expecting, but again, my point is just start off basic. And also don't come out of the gate offering, concrete, siding, windows, roofs, all that. Keep it simple. Wash houses and concrete and decks.